Hey everyone, and welcome back to Bottom Line. We are at episode 14 and I'm back at the base. We just docked and we are going to be focusing today on a few things. The first thing I want to do is I want to put my superconductors in production because we have a lot of gold since our latest salvage missions. While that is happening, I want to start upgrading my Jackdaw so this becomes a little bit more efficient, has more storage, and then we also want to weld up that jump drive. After that, when that is all done, we are going to be jumping to the pirate station once again, take on a whole bunch of salvage and get a whole bunch of salvage done. And I think that's going to be the main focus for this episode. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, let's get into it. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. Let's see how many superconductors we need and then put them into production. I need 867 superconductors. So let's just put that in production. 867. Alright, let me... Nothing really. I could just put 1,000 steel. So I can take the time to make 867. There we go. Now this can start doing the superconductors. And while that is happening, we are going to focus on our Jackdaw. I'm looking at the spot if I could weld it somewhere in a place that is easier accessible and out of the sun's way. We might actually do it below the ship. So let me start with putting this. This is a car container, no? This is car container. This is a conveyor junction, and this is another cargo container. Alright. And then we got only one forward thruster, one braking thruster. We might have to boost that up as well a bit because we will need a little bit more thrust. Problem is we do not have that much hydrogen tank to begin with. Anyway, let me just start with build info conveyor network because I would like to see what is linking to what. So we got this linked up to here, but it's also linked up to there, and that is linked up to there. So this is redundancy, this connection. So the only real connection we have is this one, and then our thrusters, and then our grinders. So this is going to have to go, and this is going to have to go. This I might want to keep. So if I could just put some steel plates in between this, just to hold this up. Let's just put like blocks in between here. These are going to hold up this section up here. Then can I also hold my grinders in place? Yeah. And then what do we have in the bottom? We have the same thing here in the bottom. Can I connect on this? I can connect there because it's connected to that, but not to that. No. This will hold it up. But it might, you know what? I might have to get rid of this anyway. Pirate scout drone? Is this still gonna attack me? I mean, we are neutral now. I wonder. I think this section we might lose. Anyway, because the plan I'm having here is to put in one of those large car containers, the modular ones. So I'm gonna grind this away. Even this might be in the way. That also means that my hydrogen thruster is gonna be in the way. Because if I place... And you have to go as well. Because if I go for the modular car container, it actually is blocking. And also, it's not in the same... Damn it. Not on the same position. This is shorter. I mean, we can put a... let me see. Do we have one of those? We can put this in here. And then the same on the other side. And then we put the large car container here. Stupid son. Did we not have like radiation protection for a while? So we don't need to bother about that. We should be safe now. Alright. So these thrusters are gonna have to go as well. Alright, then we can put our tank, our car container on the side. Like that. And I'm thinking of doing 2 car containers next to each other and then another grinder next to it here. On the outside we can put thrusters here. We can put thrusters on the top to go left and right, or we can put them all here. It's not gonna look as great anymore as it was before. This was a pretty nice and decent design, but it does feel a little bit empty. Honestly, I'm thinking it might be better to just build a new grinder ship myself instead of using this old design. That way I can also work with a large hydrogen tank. Yeah. Guys, we're gonna take this away. I'm gonna grind it away. We're gonna build a new ship. This should not take that long anyway. And the Jackdaw was no more. So let's begin with a connector and then just place it above that one, weld it up, and then we should be able to connect this. Alright, and now a frame. On top we put the conveyor like that, so we have a large conveyor line going through, and then another one that goes to side, so we can connect containers on that. Then we can put our containers on that. 1, 2. Then on the back we can put our hydrogen tank. Then in the front we can put our grinders. Like this. Then a cockpit. Like that. Which can be conveyed to this. And in the meantime my stupid solar radiation is coming back. I am considering stopping playing with that solar radiation, not because it's hard or difficult, it's just slowing down any progress you can make. It just pushes the waiting game. And not only because the solar radiation is coming in, it is also because it takes forever to get rid of the solar radiation. So you just are sitting inside twiddling your thumbs until the radiation is gone. And then you go outside again, you got, what, 60 seconds? Bam, you're back in the radiation. If there would be a way to just clear your radiation by going into a shower or something, I would say yes. But I do not see the point anymore of using solar radiation in the future because it just feels like a hassle more than anything else. Alright, then we need batteries, and I think I'm gonna put them here because these conveyors are pretty pointless, so I'm gonna place one here and on the other side. Like that, like that. And then we're gonna put 2 more containers on that and that back, just to fill up that corner. This thing is gonna be able to carry a lot, but this is not gonna be a planetary ship.
Energy low.
Okay, let's go and get some more energy. In the meantime, we can clear our exposure level. Then we can put maybe an O2 generator here. If I put like 2 O2 generators on the side, then we could maybe, if we find some ice. And then on the corner here, we can put just like an elbow. That does this. An elbow or a T, but I don't have a T. Elbow them. elbow and elbow. Then we can put a thruster in the back. So we got batteries, storage, hydrogen. Now we just need to put all the rest in there. The gyros, thrusters. So maybe we should just put a connector on the back here. I don't think we should have a too strong thruster down there. Do I do this connector and then... No, let's do this connector. I'm gonna keep it simple. This just needs to be a reliable ship, more than nice looking. And then we can put the conveyor converter here on the side. Anything else I need on a ship? So, the gyros, batteries, hydrogen, tank, car containers, generation if I need it. And also we got our event block and an oxygen tank right there. So I think that's good. Alright, let's begin with the thrusters now. We will need side thrusters. I think we will need like 2 side thrusters for sure. We'll need some downwards thrusters. We'll need some upwards thrusters. Then we will need a whole bunch of forward thrusters. And a whole bunch of braking thrusters. We might have to add more down and up, we'll see. So is this ship now functional? If I would... Let me see, how much do you have in here? You're still filling. Let me just put you on stockpile for a second. Once you're on 50%, we should be fine. Alright, let me disconnect your connector.
Energy low.
Switch lock. Because now I should be able to find my connectors. Ready to connect. This is gonna be connector bottom. Connector 2 is gonna be connector rear. Alright. Let me just connect for a second. Disconnect. And let's see. Does this hold? It does. It's pretty... It does a pretty decent job, I would say. Very swift forward and backwards when we... It's gonna be a... Ooh, very aggressive as well going down. Gonna have to be careful because this is 4 thrusters going down, so this is gonna be pretty aggressive if we go down or up. But if we have everything filled up, this is gonna be very sluggish. Alright, what I need to do as well is just put a little bit of a protection around this thruster array here, so it's protected whenever I'm hitting anything on the side. Alright, so I put some extra cover on the front and around the thrusters, so we have a little bit more of a protection there. And this is going to be our new Jackdaw, as you can see, the revamped one, Jackdaw R. Let me just jump in and see if I disconnect this. This is a pretty smooth sailing ship. Does speed up very quickly. Hydrogen doesn't drain that quickly, but we need to pay attention to it for sure. It is maybe a little bit too quick going down and up. But that's more if we are gonna be empty. If we are full, then I don't think that's gonna be that big of a problem. Another thing I would like to do is set my connectors to have less pull. That's gonna be 0.002. So that we are not breaking our connector when we connect to it. And there we go. That is our next Jackdaw. That is going to serve us well as the next grinder ship. Let's see. We should be able to finish this right now. And there we are. Jump drive on. Recharging. Now we should have a 6,000 range jump with this one. Ammo for this, ammo for this. This can go in here. Antenna components. We could take them with us because we had an antenna. We also had solar panel mission, so we could take that with us. It could be that I don't have enough radio components, so we could make more. So if I could, let me just stop this and put like another 400. That should go pretty quickly. And let's make another 50 of those. That's 40. I need maybe 60 more. So let's make just 60. Speed module will make so much difference if I would actually invest in purchasing a ship that has production and it might have the speed modules. That would maybe even make up for it. Who knows? Alright, let me just finish this up and we can then jump to the space station of the pirates. Pick up a whole bunch of salvage runs and then we can complete that one as well. And see how the new Jackdaw works. Okay, we got everything. Let's go. Let's see how much hydrogen I still have left on my ship because we might have to do another purchase. 48, that's not a lot. Let's go to my to my control panel. Jump. Are they all in a group? They are all in a group. Maximum distance. We can now jump 5,400 kilometers with this jump drive set. But we are gonna go to dark water compound. Oh, I'm just noticing. Let me just turn my ship on. Dampeners off. Otherwise, you're gonna be fighting me. Right.
Meteor storm inbound.
Let's go. Nice. Clean jump. Let's connect. Whew. Let's see. Which missions can we complete? We do have some acquisition contracts we can complete. So first of all, accepted contract. We have 41 seconds. Let's see. Do you have any salvage that is nearby? This one, accept. Yes. Acquisition contracts. Do you have anything that I could do? No. Okay. I'm just going to do the accepted one then. This one. Finish. From my module freighter. Confirm. Then this one as well. Finish. Confirm. And we should have another one. Finish. Confirm. Bam, 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 bam. This is the one we're going to be doing. Then more radio components, which I don't have anymore. This didn't refresh, by the way. We have still the same missions here. Salvage contracts. Okay, none of these are close by. But let's just take all of them. But I just refreshed. Okay, let me just do this again. Salvage contract. There we go. Let me see if we can find the close ones. This is not too far. 800 kilometers. Accept. 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 These are all planetary except for this one. But I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do all of these. So let me just check all my salvage contract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should be fine with this, okay? Are you selling hydrogen? Yes. Can I fill up my tank again? I should be able to buy 12. Maybe not. We might have to buy 11. Okay, buy. And then maybe another 100 just to stock component. There we go. Let's jump and do all of these salvage contracts now. Now, I'm getting a little bit short on time, it seems, in my recording session. So what I might do is see how much I can do without losing too much of my editing time, all right? So let's get going. And while my jump drive is still recharging, we should probably go to a close by one. Let's go to that one. You know what we could do instead? Let's do that now. This can also be done off recording. Somebody suggested to do this in the comments as well, and I did see Splitsy doing it as well, which was actually copying these, say copy to clipboard and hide on HUD. Then I say new from clipboard. And this is going to be salvage site A. Because they are switching around every time you're doing this. So I'm going to say copy to clipboard, not show on HUD, new from clipboard. And then go to salvage site B. So all these are now my salvage site, and I should be able to jump to them. So I go to my control panel, jump, and we are going to, which one was it again? Was it D? No, it was C. You know what? Let's just jump to D. 26 kilometers. Yes. Let's go. Alright. Let's set this to a static grid. Test our new Jackdaw. And move on. Override off. And then we put this on info converter station. Alright. Let's get this going. I could probably also take the suggestion from Steven to grab these batteries and drain them into my ship. This is going way quicker, even if this was a small grid. I did see an unknown signal nearby. Did you see that popping up? I wonder what it could be. You know what? GPS. Let's take salvage point D away. I did see an unknown signal somewhere in that direction. There it is. I see it. I see it. Unknown distress signal. Seems to be flying. My turrets are off for the moment, so remember that. I think that's the one that we can repair and it drops off a container, if I'm correct. There's another distress signal there, 13 kilometers away. What? I got a feeling, guys, we're gonna have to finish this here, maybe. And then go to that other unknown signal, and then continue our salvage run. And the next episode. My god. Everything is starting to happen right now when I'm finding... Alright, let's see. Having some engine troubles again. Could I trouble you for repairs? Yes, buddy, you can. Let me just fly nearby. Let's fix your thruster again. Now it's the other side, it seems. Or maybe it's because I'm on the bottom of your ship. Yeah, I'm on the bottom of your ship. Alright, let's weld you up. Let's see what you have. What goodies do you have in that container? That will do for now. You have my tanks. Allow me to reward you with the latest salvage. Yes, please. Alright, let me jump into my Jackdaw. Appreciated old salvager for giving your salvage. That was nice of you. I'm assuming you could probably have repaired it with the resources inside. It's not moving, so we should actually be pretty safe. Alright, let's have a quick look. What do we have inside this car container? Got a whole bunch of reactor components. Superconductors, nice. And then this car container, what is in there? Gold, silicon, and metal grid. Not medical components. Alright, not bad. I was hoping for something else, but platinum before, for example, but we can live with this. Alright, let's try to grind this down without bumping it. So, very gently. That filled up my welders pretty quickly, it seems. And there we go. And that's it. Let's drop it off. Next, please. Damn it! I told you that these thrusters are too heavy. I need to put a button on my toolbar to reduce and only enable them when I'm fully loaded. So let's call these 6E and 5E. Alright. And we're gonna put them in a group. Thruster 6 and 5E. We're gonna call them JDR. Hydro thruster extra. Then we can put on our toolbar the extra hydrogen thrusters. And that should lower my speed a bit. Alright, we had another unknown signal somewhere at the horizon there. Well, horizon. Into the depths of space. There it is. I think I remember this one. This was the one with the farm, no? 10 kilometers. Let's put the ship in the middle a little bit so we can easily grind it all down. Alright. Refill. Jackdaw. Disconnect. And let's begin. Let's start with this one here. I need to check. Do we have any hydrogen in this? Uh, 49%. Guys, I think we're gonna have to drain this into our ship. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit, but we're gonna keep this hydrogen tank. Alright, let's go and drop that all off. We have so much. I'm weighing 197,000. That's almost 200,000 on this little Jackdaw. I would like to have a little quick peek on what we have on our inventory. Some more food, some batteries, some more money, some data pads, a lot of iron. Another radiation kit. Not bad. Honestly, not bad at all. Doopy-doo, doopy-doo, doopy-doo. Okay, we need a connector. There we go. Let's fly you on top of the ship, dock you, then we're gonna connect our hydrogen to this ship. Where's my connector? There it is. So that we can drain this tank. In the meantime, we can clear up the 2 remaining locations there. That should be it now. Let's try not to burn. Proxy. And can I put my large tank on a large hydrogen tank? No. Hydrogen tank on stockpile. Phew, that was a lot of grinding again. Let's just dump everything off in our freighter. And then we're going to go and check out the remaining salvage points. We still got 4 to go. We got 718 platinum. I think this might actually mean that we can do one of the platinum missions, which is going to give us like 40, 60 million. I don't remember anymore. And then we also can refine this. And I'm wondering how much this is going to give us, like ratio. But that should be a very good run. I might actually jump to the safe house next, just to dump this off first and then do the salvage mission. Alright, I just dropped off everything in my inventory a little bit, so I have some more space. Let me go back to salvage site. Is it only 2 salvage sites left? I think we should have more, no? We might have to jump closer by. So let's jump to, let's see. Let's jump to the 2700, which is salvage site E. Let's start with that one. Now, I have a good feeling that this episode might be turning a little bit long. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to try to make sure that this episode doesn't go beyond like 40 minutes. Got this done and jump. That should be at 2,700 kilometers. Yes. We got 2 days of power left on our batteries now. And there we go, salvage site. I think that's the one with the, yes, it is. So, I'm gonna grind this one down as well. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here that we can snatch. As usual, this is just gonna be, make sure that everything is static and grind it all down. Alright, we just did salvage site E, so let's go to GPS and hide. And we can also hide these. We don't need to see these anymore. So we only see the ones we want to jump to. So the next one we're going to jump to is the salvage class A. Alright, back into our Jackdaw. More grinding. This might feel a little bit one-sided, I'm not sure, for like content-wise. I mean, I'm having fun grinding these things down. But I don't know how this reflects in like recording. I got a feeling if I'm gonna do these bounty missions next time, we probably are gonna get in trouble with the pirates again. So it's a good thing to just finish this pirate run. And then when we do the bounty missions, we won't have that much trouble when we lose our, what you call it, reputation again. Alright, let's go to the next one. Which was this? This is salvage site A. GPS, we can take that one away. So we got B and C left, and I think they might be pretty close by each other. I think they might like the... I think these might be the 20 kilometers, if I'm correct, that we were near the space station. Because they are near dark water compound. We still got 800 kilometers to jump, and my jump drive is at 81%. Alright, let's take you down. Alright, that should give me another good batch of thruster components as well. So I think that's gonna be a good sell. But yeah, that's it. Let's dock again and then jump to the last salvage site, and then we can go to the pirate station, sell everything, complete our acquisitions, and then I think we're gonna jump to Martinez Station or Martison Station, which is gonna be the preparation for next episode, where I'm gonna see if we can buy that Corvette, and then maybe take on a few combat missions and see how well we can hold up against them. Hello Jackdaw, meet your big brother. Alright, here we go. That was a small grid. And done. So this, I don't know, this was a pretty decent episode, as we have been doing several things today. I'm hoping that I can keep as much of the salvage in it without losing too much, without making this episode unnecessarily long. Nice ship you brought us. I may consider keeping it. Alright. So, accepted contracts. Finish. And finish. And final one. Our current standing with the pirates is 327. We are actually above now the negative. We are going into the neutral, over neutral to 500. Sell. Gold ingots from my cargo. This is gonna give me 8 million, by the way. So we're gonna sell this. I don't need more gold. Gravity components we do not have. Platinum ingots I'm not selling to you. Thruster components, another 6 million. Not selling at a very high price though, so we might keep it. If I would go to, let's see, thruster components, and I say order, search. Yeah, for the moment you guys are not giving me a lot of money. These are giving me more money for it. Alright, we currently have 135 million on credits. I think we're gonna jump to Martinez Station or Martison Station, because that is where we can buy the Corvette as well, and then we will be ready for next episode. I might actually wait from buying the ship until the next episode, so we have like something that is completely in one session. Unable to jump? Why? Is Earth in the way? I think Earth might be in the way, so I might have to maybe jump. Can I jump to Friedman? Alright, can I jump to that one? Yes. So let's jump to Friedman and then we can jump to Martin. While our jump drive is recharging, we can connect here, do some selling. And you know what, guys? We're going to leave the jump to Martin station for the next episode. So we're just going to sell what we have here, see what we can earn. And I think we're going to call it this episode here. We got an acquisition drop-off here, by the way. Accepted contract. 925. I do not have 925 here. Sell. What are you asking? Oh, there we go. 36,000. There we go. Look at that. 8 million. Kabam. Magnesium powder. 4 million. Cobalt ingot. We have enough. And do you guys have any acquisition contracts while we're here? Iron ingot, accept. Silver ingot, I have probably enough. Large steel tubes, I might have enough. Iron ore, I don't. Magnesium powder, accept. Motors, accept. Hydrogen bottle, explosives, accept. And power cells, accept. Let's see, anything else? Magnesium power, accept. Silicon wafer, accept. Nickel, accept. Computers, accept. Displays, I don't have enough. Superconductors, I don't have enough. Alright, accepted contracts. Look at all that. Let's just finish this from my ship now. Alright, I'm gonna have to finish all of these in a row. I'll see you when I'm done with those. How much did this make us? We are at 159 million right now in the account balance. And I should be able to buy some more hydrogen just to make sure that my tank is full. I'm full. Tanks are full again. So we are pretty much ready for the next time. We'll jump over to the next station where we should be able to buy that Corvette. And I think that is going to be the focus for the next episode. We'll see if we can buy it, then take on a few bounty contracts and find out how well that side of the economy holds up. Because salvage has been very good for us so far. We are sitting at about 158 million credits now, and there is still more stuff in the cargo that we could sell if we really want to push it further. So yeah, today was a pretty solid step forward. We finished the jump drive, we rebuilt a Jackdaw and a proper Salvage ship, we also completed a good batch of contracts and made a decent pile of money along the way. But I do think this series is starting to come to a conclusion. We have tested hauling, salvage, acquisition contracts, station trading, and now the next big thing is going to be bounty contracts. Anyway guys, I think we're going to call it here for the day. I want to thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next time we're going to be shopping for that Corvette and then put it straight into danger. But that's going to be for next time. This was Beeblebum. Goodbye for now.